Court, and this is Paradigm Shifting. It's a channel that I created to just kind of document my story and help provide insights for anyone who feels it would be beneficial, right? The channel's about neurolinguistic programming and meditation, spirituality. It's about kind of expanding your horizons and your perceptions of the world, and then how to understand that in a more integrative way, so that you can apply those things to create a more meaningful, joyful, loving life. So this is Paradigm Shifting. Today's going to be a cool talk. All right, let's go. Cool. So I've been thinking about Neil Donald Walsh for a while. He wrote Conversations with God and subsequent books, and they're really good. If you haven't checked them out, you definitely should. They're transformative in the content. And about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer, I ran across one of his quotes, which I thought was really fascinating. And it's a little bit of a mind puzzle. And it took me a while to really wrap my head around it. And the saying is this: in the absence of what you are not, what you are is not. Again, in the absence of what you are not, what you are is not. And as I kind of thought about this, and it took me to a place of oneness, because essentially, what he's communicating is that, the principle of polarity, right, which is um, all things are one. And the way that that translates is that, you know, in the absence of what I am not. So let's say, I want to be a loving person. But in the absence of what I am not, if I'm trying to be loving, in the absence of hate, what I am, love, doesn't exist, right? Because if there were no hate, then the expression, this is just an example, right? But if there were no hate, then it would be universal love, and then it would not be something that we could consciously interpret. And it's so interesting to think about that, because if you apply that to, different aspects of your life, like when someone's feeling a significant amount of pain, um, the reason why they're feeling that pain is because it's the absence of love that they're searching for, right? If someone's feeling anger, the reason why they're feeling that anger because it's the absence of peace that they're searching for. And so the one doesn't exist without the other. And I think every human is, navigating this world in order to get to this ideal expression of what life should be, right? Meaning having more joy, having more positive experiences, having, more, lovingly experiences with the people that you love. And so in the absence of what you are not, what you are is not. And it's an interesting dichotomy, because it's like we need the expression of the other to understand and make the meaningful choice. So I think ultimately the lesson here is that the opportunities that present themselves when there are distortions, or when you're angry, or when you're feeling frustration, or when you feel like you're losing something, is really just an opportunity for you to see the distinction between what it is that you're experiencing, where you are, and where you want to be. And I love that these indicators come up, right? I love that these distortions and these densities come up, and they say, hey, look at this. Evaluate this aspect of your life, because this deserves you some attention. And how is it that you can make it the ideal scenario, the ideal situation for you and everyone involved? In the absence of what you are not, what you are is not. That's what's up. This is Paradigm Shifting.